Okay, I got two boards here, and we're going to make a stand to hold my concourse saddlebags. This will be the back section, and this will be the section that hits on the against the floor. This will be an L-shaped, and I have some brackets come off this to hold the saddlebags. So let me get started and see you on the next video. It'll be one of the hangers. I got the cutting and going and working so much I forgot to do small updates. This is going to be the upright, and that's going to be the bottom that sticks out, and this will be the one that sticks up. Now the reason I put these things on back is that through there, this is going to go through that. So I kind of measured, it's going to go kind of deep, so that way the further I go in, the more support I'm going to get. And so that's why I put that. It's on the back side, so it's not going to get seen. I did some sanding, knocked the edges off. I'm probably going to take a few inches off the top of this one. Here is where there. It'll be a triangle brace, and the bottom of one of them will come to right about here, the way I'm calculating. So I'm going to have to drill and get that all done up. This, I was cutting it to get it parallel and all that. I was trying to cut the height down on that so it wouldn't stick up too high. But I still got two corner braces I'm going to put right here and here. And, well, crud, what am I going? I was going to show you guys, yeah. How I cut with that skill saw is I'll take that square like that and clamp it down, and actually I don't clamp it down until I know exactly where I want to cut at. And once I do, I cut that, or I clamp it down, and I put that guardrail right on that, and that's how I get them straight cuts on that. So that's one thing I'm going to do on this end piece. Like I said, I'm only going to take maybe about 2 inches off. Yep, I drilled on the wrong side right there. Started to, and then came back and pulled off, and I said, wait a minute, that goes on the back side. So let me do a little bit more and then update you a little bit more. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I just attached the brace. Turn it on its side, and you can see, well, on the back side, I put that to kind of spread the load out. These are deck screws, and they work real good in cedar because if you see where my pinky is, there is a notch in that self drills, and so this doesn't spread the it doesn't split the wood, is what I'm trying to say. Normally I drill pilot holes, and if you don't know what pilot hole is, go look at my video on pilot holes, and it's a good thing to do on cedar. The deck screws work really good. I'm using an assorted length. These are also deck screws. There's my washers. I drilled a hole. I kind of use that to gauge, you know, get my going in straight. And also I put up I put up the drill bit, but what I did is I took a marker and I marked how deep I wanted to go. And I already put the drill bit up, but anyhow, that's what I did. I put a marker, and then while I was drilling, I seen how deep I was, and that way I was able to pull that out. I've sanded a lot of this. I cut that top off. I took all them edges off with my little mouse Harbor Freight sander. This will be the front side, and it'll stand up like this. And them two hangers will go in right there and right there. Yeah, it looks tall, but it's up on a stand right now. And that'll be the bottom piece. And I will drill some holes in that and set up some some stuff to get it. What I'd like to do is get everything done. I have some small pads to put on bottom, that way it won't scratch the floor. You could see mill marks right there, but I don't know if that's going to come through on the, yeah, you can see them here too, come through when I'm going to put a clear coat on it. I don't really care if it's, you know, glass or not, glass smooth, because it's going to be covered. But that is what I'm going to use to hold my saddlebags. Okay, so let me get on to working some more. Another video. Okay, I get this crazy thing to working. I put the hangers on, and I had to, come on. I had to, excuse me, had to enlarge the holes to go in there. But you see that braces that. This is the way it'll sit. And I told you guys that cedar's bad about cracking, but I do have a screw in the bottom there. Was going to be one right there, and it didn't work out. So I had to put these extra on here. I really don't like putting them on there, but I want it to be secure. Yeah, I don't know if we can see that without tearing everything up. You can see how these, I skipped that one because that's made to crack, and I got that one in. I didn't have a pilot hole in that one. These put washers on them, and then this one I put a pilot hole. These are the deck screws, and then I run all of them through there. Was going to run one right there, but it ran into that screw. So this is what it's going to look like. And you get it set up here. Okay. I'm kind of, because I'm on a cheesy little sawhorse, I don't think I want to chance it on that top one. Now, if these get the drooping, I could always bend them up a little bit. But I want to put some pads underneath the bottom. That way it doesn't scratch the floor, and then put a clear coat on it. That's all I'm going to do. And leave the back uncoated. That way I still have the cedar smell, and the bottom of that won't get coated either. But as you can see, it misses. That's what I was shooting for. And I could scoot up there a little bit more. Yeah, that's touching right there. Seems pretty solid. But that's, I may came out a little bit too far on that. Basically on this is what I needed to do is come out a couple inches for G-force effect. But I gotta try that other one out. Let me see. Well, I could have cut a lot more off the top of that, but they're not hitting right there. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen my video about pinning the concourse saddlebags, you need to go see it, because there's really no good videos except mine on how to do this, and the ones I do, I'll show you how to make them super tight without rattling. So y'all need to watch that video. But not bad. I think it'll look better with a little clear coat on it. But that'll get these off the floor and out of the way. And being weight forward, that may work out good. Okay, let me get back to working on this thing. Put some pads on the bottom and a clear coat on it, and call it a day. But let me get to the next video. Okay, you can see that I got the pads on, the little felt pads. I put a little bit of super glue with them to make sure they stayed in place. Now I just put the first clear coat on it. And that's why we put the clear coat on, is to show the grain. You see how pretty that is and how everything's showing up. These edges like this and up here really soak it in. Sometimes you have to do 2 or 3. And I'm noticing a crack right there. I could always put a strap of metal across that, put screws in, and that would hold it together. But that's only if it falls apart. But you can see it's still wet. And look down through there. Well, I'm done for the day. Simple, easy project you could do if you have concourse saddlebags or other saddlebags. I mean, it don't matter. I'm going to build something similar like this to hold my helmets. And they have a little wire rack that comes off. Now I was going to attach it to my other cabinet that I built. You need to see that video. But I'm going to do something just like this and put my helmets on. So, hope you guys enjoy this. I'll show it to you again when the clear is done, and I'll probably get it in the room. But anyhow, catch you on the next video. Okay, I thought I'd do a last video showing you guys this layup of my stand that I made for my saddlebags on my Concourse 14. Now I really didn't put down any real lengths of anything, but I wanted the base to be further out than this. That helps on tipping it, keeping it from tipping over. I put these clamps around the handle, and that way it keeps it centered. That way it won't go off one side or the other. And I did that on both of them. And so I got extra room up here. If I want to put an extra helmet holder up there, I probably could. Remember I told you guys I put this because the hole went into part of this. And that is a stain. That was not a clear coat that I put on that. And honestly, it's got a nice satin look to it. And so I like how it looks. So I think I'll keep it. I went and picked up some clear yesterday. And this one, I'm doing this now. I got it out in the barn because I'm letting the stain dry. It's still kind of stanky because of the stain. But this is around 4.5 feet. And I think I measured between here and here. I needed 18 inches. I'm not real accurate on that. I'm just going by memory. But, I mean, this is a nice setup. These will be out of the way. They're going to be off the floor. They're not going to get scratched or run into. And it just arranges everything. I'm trying to do sort of stuff like that right now. Put everything in its place and a place for everything. But this is an easy project anybody can do. I used them kind of angle brackets to help stabilize it, but that's what she looks like. And anybody can make this kind of stuff. I mean, this is nice. So you guys get out there and get busy. And I hope y'all enjoy this. And I've got a few more that are going to be similar like this. I got a helmet holder that's going to be just like this. And then 2 shoe racks that are kind of based off the same system. And I got them in upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Anyhow, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the next video.